Hey everybody, I'm just doing my mic and sound check. Just want to let you guys know that, yeah, for the record, I'm live and it's Tuesday night. Yeah, it's Tuesday night. So, really quick, I just wanted to give a big shout out to Rose Chin, great friend from high school. I posted on Facebook that I was looking for a webcam for my birthday gift. And without even telling anybody or anyone asking, she went ahead and nailed it in seconds, and I got it today. I think she ordered it on Sunday. Amazon Prime is amazing for the record. So, first and foremost, welcome to the house. I got so many projects on the desk I haven't even cleaned up. I just wanted to test the webcam out and make sure it worked. And the quality is amazing, is all I have to say. So, what I'm going to do is share this across social media. If you want to chime in and talk to me, please do so. Say hello, whatever the case may be. And I wanted to make sure that someone could hear me. If you can hear me, post a comment, post something, say anything. I'm at that point in the day. On the other screen, I am rendering my good evening train ride to Odaiba, and I need a new mouse, but I will take care of it on my own budget because I have like four mouses in the house. So I wanted to say thank you for friends and thank God for the blessing of having friends that actually pay attention and know what I'm talking about. So now what I wanted, but yeah, boom, did that. So let's recap what's going on with me. I have launched several proposals again to different cities in Japan, and we're talking about everywhere from Kumamoto to Hideyoshi, all the way up to Hokkaido, of all places, for my trips to Japan. And the backblast from that, and it's not negative backblast, it's a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of work I need to do to rebrand, is that one, a lot of people think my business only goes to Japan. No. I'm planning groups from people from Japan to come to New Orleans. I'm planning trips from people to come to San Antonio. I'm planning trips from people from Europe to come to San Antonio during Cinco de Mayo and a whole bunch of other events. I got stuff going on. And when I tell people I'm busy, they really don't understand how busy I am. So, first and foremost, working for yourself is three jobs because you never really sleep. You're never really done with work. It's always what do I have to do next? And I love the challenge, and I thank God for the opportunity to fail four times because actually this business has been the most successful business I've had since 1998 when I was trying to print T-shirts at Dillon University for students. Everyone that remembers that, that was fun while it lasted. And I wanted to give another shout out to Vince Guzman and his wife Colleen for hosting me twice on Geek Out SA for the simple fact that one, everyone really enjoyed it. Everyone had something positive feedback. That video had over 2,000 plus hits, and I was a part of it, and I was glad to be part of one of his record breaking videos. So, first and foremost, yeah, I really want to make sure that people know that I'm working hard and not slacking off. Um, right now, what I'm doing is I'm sharing my posts across all my social media because I didn't get a chance to before 7:15. One, I want to thank Angela and Jeremy Wilson for putting up with me being incoherent at times working on my t-shirts. I want to support small business and black businesses. Um, if you went with me to Japan 2017, I have shirts that I owe Jensen, his wife, and his daughter. I have a shirt that I owe Mr. Cervantes at Mendes Middle School and the student that's teacher so Japanese at that school. I have not forgot. I'm just broke. It's just me. Um, People were asking because of my Facebook post what's going on with me for 2019. 2019, I'm effectively leaving San Antonio for an indefinite period of time with losses of family members literally in less than a year apart. My father being the first one to go, and then my wife's father passing. Um, Other than extended friends that I consider family in San Antonio, and the fact that I cannot get a better teaching job with the school districts that I'm really looking at, I've already decided that I'm going to go try my luck in New Orleans and listen to my mother-in-law and work it out that way. So where am I at now? Um, I know it's early in Japan, so I want to give a shout out to my Hideyoshi people in a minute. And let's catch you up on Japan because that's another interesting part of life. So, where is Satoshi Kun? Doko desu ka? Yosha. Donde vas? So, for my people in Japan, yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu ne. Chotto hayai desu yo. 9時半までですね。今が、サンアントニオ市に、日本語を教えて、日本語文化を教えてね、俺も仕事。I'm teaching Japanese culture at my current school, and I want to let you guys know that. Not only am I teaching Japanese, I am working with I have met a contact at the University of Texas in San Antonio who is, I wish somebody was watching so I could test my mic volume, but let me see if I can turn it up. Can anyone give me a mic test? I wish somebody was online now to give me a mic test. Oh, well, let's do that. Two places. My computer's good enough. Nope. So I want to go live for the universe to see me. Best as I want to get. So if you can see me live and you can hear me, please give me a mic check. I would love to let you know that I'm out there in the universe. So for everybody on Facebook Live and YouTube Live, I am streaming on both devices with my computer and my 1080p new camera from Rosemary Chen. I want to give a shout out to my business careers people. I am definitely trying to make the reunion at the end of the month. However, the reunion does follow my anniversary, so there's going to be like negotiations. Priority wife, priority reunion. Betsy, that's name. So where we're at in the universe is that I wanted everyone to know what's going on with me. So for Facebook, Mama Jennifer, I'll be home soon. Trisha, Philip, Jen, everybody in the crew, you'll see me soon enough. The process right now is taking care of my father's personal business, his remaining personal business, and dealing with the fallout of that. Taking care of stuff in storage units, like my storage unit, his storage unit, and then breaking down to move everything to New Orleans or somewhere in between in the storage unit with someone I know. So, with that being said, life is good. Um, I wish people were watching me on YouTube because I'm looking at two screens and it's amazing. But let's invite people on my friends list. So we got Vince. Yep. And I also wanted to address a couple of other things going on with my Facebook page. So first and foremost, that Facebook hack that everybody's worried about when you get random messages, it's a chain letter. It's not a virus. It's not a hack. No one's trying to steal your credit card information. Stop being paranoid about it. Um, what's really going on is that it's data mining. They're seeing how many people pay attention to it. Just delete it. If it ends with you, then the data's lost. It's not going to affect anyone else going further. When you open it, respond to it, and you're a pain about it, then it becomes highly annoying. Next issue, personal work history. I've been fired from two charter schools. Me and charters don't get along. I consider charter schools just short of a cult, and they're not effective or conducive for everybody. When it is a joint partnership, like what's going on with Mendes Middle School, hey, Mr. Kirby, hey, Esteban, and Ohio gozaimasu, Kawahara-san. Um, with charter schools are a for-profit business trying to educate kids on the tightest budget possible. It's like running a McDonald's. You want to cut hours and work as many places as possible. Hey, Mr. Kibbe again. You want to cut hours. You want to cut corners. You want to cost to fine tune a product. That's not how I feel about education, and I want that on the record. Um, yes, charters are horrible. I've been fired from two, but I had 5 beautiful years with Mendez, 2 beautiful years with Brackenridge High School, and 2 beautiful years teaching on a JET program. Every time I've been in a charter school, I'm always fired before Christmas. As a matter of fact, I got fired on my anniversary 2017 from KIP. And I would just want to lay that out there that when I come back to New Orleans, if I cannot find a school district or Orleans Parish, St. Tammany Parish, St. Charles Parish teaching, I'm not even dealing with it. I'll find another profession because I feel very adamantly about the lifespan of a charter school. It was just like what happened with Mendez when it was on life support for so many years of me being there. And it was like, are we going charter? Are we going to have a job? People were walking around paranoid and then transitioning into a charter school last fall, same thing. Everyone's walking around thin ice. Everyone's feelings are up in a bunch. No one's really sure if they're going to have a job in the morning or they're going to get fired. Whatever. I don't need that stress in my life. You can look at the psoriasis and all the damage stress has caused me. I don't need it. Now, that's the end of my charter school rant. What I want to focus on next are my projects on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. I'm going to copy and paste the link in a minute. Why? Because my philosophy of education, and some people are going to get offended. Let's just have the disclaimer. If you're offended, let's discuss it at length. If you're not offended, cool. You know, Title I schools like Mendez, like Brackenridge, like so many other schools, the number one issue is that you have already labeled and predestined so many students, especially my former students in Brack and Mendez. You have told them that they are in the worst conditions, not to expect the best of them, not to hold them to high standards, not to give them what they need to be successful, not to teach them about character, building character, and becoming stronger individuals. You have predetermined that it's a prison pipeline system. What's funny is that no one wants to talk about it, but one of the former superintendents of Austin ISD, when I started in 2012, had released a memo that was redacted, deleted, omitted, and considered heresy. And Mr. Abanius, good evening. And the discussion with that was we're not doing the best for our kids. We're not giving them the best opportunities. We're not providing the adequate education they need as a school district. But yet, you have so many teachers breaking their back, fighting the system, and doing what they can to provide. It's not that school districts are a prison of pipeline system and charter schools are the answer. No, it is the fact that we are giving so much money to higher education agencies that just write tests. And these tests are not being written by teachers. They're not being written by anyone with any degree in education. And there's so much litigation from lawyers and lobbyists for these big name tests that are holding us up. We are not teaching. We are teaching the tests. And the thing is that you can teach to a test you're blue in the face, but that student, that average student that's been taught every test strategy, cannot use those test strategies in job interviews, keeping a job, or having emotional balance. That's my whole point on that. Now, the title of my video on YouTube is Thank You for Friends. And I want to really stress a big thank you to Sylvia De Luna and her family. One, when I first got back to San Antonio, I hadn't really kept up with anybody. Facebook gave me a chance to reconnect. And thank you, Jasmine. I really do appreciate that. Those of you on YouTube can't see the comments on Facebook, but I'll read them. That's why you're the best teacher in person, because you care. Yeah, I do care. I cry about my students. I cheer for my students on when they graduate. I cry at their graduations. I'm frustrated when they skip class, like someone who just commented. I get angry. I'm a parent. I'm a surrogate parent, and that's part of what education is and part of what it's not. And that's why I feel that if we're going to get America back from 27th in the world for education as a first world nation, we really got to start deleting all of these standardized tests. So, with that being said, I want to thank you for all of the mentors I had growing up, all of the friends that I've had and their families that embrace me as one of their own. Thank you, especially Mr. Ibanez, especially Mr. Kivy, especially I had to go on a road trip for a TEA competition for the business BPA, Business Professionals of America, Texas Regional Challenge. That was amazing, and get to see his son come from the shy, quiet young man to this lion who is trying to represent his school. Hey, everybody. So the new webcam works great. And let's have a sidebar. My wife says, "Why did you need a webcam?" I'm going to get murdered later for the record. Hey, James Hale, man. It's been a while, a long while, almost years, 2 decades. But the webcam is for my desktop computer and my old laptop. When I started my business, I went to a pawn shop and bought a $150 HP. It was only worth 80, but hey, someone's got to make a profit. It's lasted 2 years. It survived 2 trips to Japan, 4 trips to New Orleans, being dropped, kicked, and thrown across the room a couple of times. It's a beast. It does its job. But the webcam is crap. So the plan is to keep the webcam and then attach it to the laptop while I'm doing live streams for YouTube. Hey, Sean, it's been 20 years already. Damn, I'm getting old. I'm 39. So for those of you that missed out, yeah, my birthday was Sunday. I did not really get together with anybody. I wasn't really up for getting anybody. I was having a day. This is the first real birthday that it hit that. Like last year, yeah, I had a birthday party and what have you, whatnot, and it worked. With my dad being gone and my mom being gone so long already, 20 years now, um, I just didn't have it in me. But that's why I wanted to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for Edward Navalos. Thank you, Alfonso, man, Shauna Banez, the Banez family, every family that has embraced me as one of their own. I have nothing but thank yous and appreciation for you all, especially the Jackson family. We don't always have to agree on politics, but Betty Jackson, your Snickerdoodle cookies are amazing, and yeah, I appreciate it. For everyone in Japan, the Kubo family, Satoshi and his mother, Madoka, Torikai, Seki-san, the entire Jimitsu staff of the Hideyoshi Tourism Bureau, the mayor, Koji Mizuguchi, thank you for the opportunity to be there with you all. That was truly, truly amazing. It was rushed. We had some growing pains, but at the end of it, to hear that you appreciated me was amazing. I look forward to bringing my family to Hideyoshi next summer with you all and going from there. But the number one goal for my YouTube channel is strictly education and advertising for my business. Why? Because, again, going back to education, Title I kids, the research proves that they don't get out of the 5 to 15 miles from their home. And for my kids at BRAC, that meant you go to La Cantera, you might go to San Marcos, you might going across the country as so many of my kids did in 2010. Hey, Bernice. Buenas noches, ¿cómo estás? Ah, wrong button. Yeah. My YouTube channel just got posted in the comments. Please subscribe, check it out, share it in your classrooms if it's relevant, especially for social studies, for teachers at Mendez or even on Austin ISD that might have had me as a student at Mendez in the past 5 years. Let them know what I'm doing. Let them know what I'm up to. it would really benefit them to see that someone that they could physically talk to in the same room went across the world and educated. I have a teaching series up where I was taught by Japanese high school students practicing English. Fukukawa-san, Ohio-san. They were teaching me about their local town and their local history. Not too many kids are comfortable presenting in Title I schools. It's like prying teeth. They will walk around the classroom. They'll talk to their friends while you're giving instruction. But for them to get up and teach you about where they're from, it's next to impossible. So this summer was truly a blessing. All the work I did in Japan, it's got some of that stuff. For everyone that had to encounter me with my bad Japanese and terrible pronunciation, thank you. The work I'm doing with people it's building, it's growing, and it's a slow grow. But again, everyone that came with me to Japan 2017, especially right after my dad passed, thank you for giving me that brevity and that space to get myself collected and together, and then continuing the trip. That's a lot to go through, and I really appreciate everyone for doing it. Right now, though, the focus of thank yous is one, thank you to Living Faith Community Church. I had stopped going to church because I had literally lost faith with everything that happened, the lawyers, the runarounds, the woman that took my dad's stuff, really had me upset. And my venting was through political posts, and it wasn't really necessarily to engage, but the same anger that a lot of African Americans have towards how they're treated in America was the same amount of anger I had for going through my personal situation. My political opinions probably will never change, but again, that's life, that's what it is. If you're still on my Facebook list, it must be something interesting or important. But again, I gave you guys 17 minutes, longer than I planned. But again, everyone, thank you. It's been a blessing. It's been an honor. And again, check out the YouTube channel. Let me know what's on your mind. Pretty soon, I have to go to Mexico. I've been to Mexico already, but I was 3. I wasn't an adult. But groups are forming. People want to take cruises. People want to fly. People want to go to resorts. My business, and the last thing I want to discuss for a minute and a half, my specialty is Japan. As a travel agent, I am not contracted to the nation of Japan, the country Japan, Hideyoshi, Kumamoto, Kobe, Kyoto, Osaka. I have no contracts. My experience from 2 years old to now, that's my enjoyment of Japan. That's anime, video games. If Miss Campos pops in, tell her hi for me. But Japan is a much easier country for first timers not going to Mexico or Canada. Being an Asian country is one of the safest in the world. People aren't unnecessarily rude. They're like super friendly and nice. I'm comfortable in Japan. Excuse me. I know I sound like a bear. I'm sorry. But Japan is a wonderful place. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful all year round. It's hotter than Texas. This year they had a record breaking 5 days of 109 with the heat index. It was 108, but the heat index pushed it up to 109, almost 110. So I love y'all. It's been a pleasure. I love the Kim. Rose, thank you. Kathy Pop, thank you for the post. I shared it and it paid dividends already through people that love me and honestly want to be a part of my success. Everyone else, August is my last possible time in San Antonio clearing up any old business here. Effective August 8th, I will be in New Orleans. If you're interested in joining the trip, I'm hoping to get 10 people. If I get 10 people that want to go to Japan, we are going to upgrade our training passes to green pass level, meaning that we can ride in every luxury car and reap all the creature comforts and benefits. This year, though, got a lot of great deals on resort-style hotels that are normally $500 a night. We got them for pennies on a dollar, almost down to $200 a night, if not $110 a night. So if you have questions, ask me. Let me know. I'm more than willing to come to any classroom, teacher's lounge, sit for a day, and just talk about what I offer as a teacher with a small business. I love y'all and I'm out. Peace.